Good afternoon, and welcome to WATD's Powerful Women Revealed, created and hosted by Nicole Perry. You're invited to enjoy an ongoing series of personal and educational discussions with a variety of women that want to educate, inspire, and bring awareness to the community. These women all have a powerful mission and appreciate the opportunity to share their stories, milestones, and successes with you. Here's your host, Nicole Perry.
And good afternoon and welcome to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry, and I have a guest today. She has been a native of the South Shore her entire life and has been a realtor since 2017. She has over 26 years of sales experience prior to her real estate success. Oh my God, that was hard for me to say. Her territory spans from the North Shore through Boston all the way to her home brokerage in Norwell. She is also the co-creator of a large 4,000 women's networking community and a nonprofit for women called GROW, which stands for Giving Real Opportunities to Women. Dawn DeSario, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Nicole. I am so grateful to be here. So thank you very much.
I am grateful. I'm a little tongue twisted today.
That's okay. Better you than me.
Yeah, right? And so welcome to Powerful Women Rise South Shore as well.
Yes.
You are our realtor in our group. And I want to kick off the show with you by asking, what are you so and most grateful for in these last couple of years of this pandemic that, hallelujah, we have lived through?
That's right. Yes. So it has been extremely challenging for so many people. I've seen businesses go down the tubes and then businesses thrive. So it's been challenging in all different ways. But within that, there is a lot of gratitude that I do have. Part of it is being the fact that we stayed home and I was able to adapt to it through different things like Zoom, and I've never done that before. So I really, yeah, right, exactly. So we were both trying it out and, interviewing different people and getting to meet more people in the community. So it actually gave me a huge advantage in the fact that I was able to meet so many amazing people.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for that. And now, as things start to open up, I will roll that out into in-person and, getting to meet people face-to-face. Like you. I think we started out on a Zoom.
We met on Zoom.
Exactly.
We did. Exactly.
And here we are, face-to-face.
Right? And I'm grateful for that, too.
Me too.
And I think I did a little bit of Zoom stuff or FaceTiming, but literally hardly any of it was on Zoom. So I'm grateful for that, too. I totally hear you. So what is one of your strong values? You are a realtor that helps lead you through this tough, very tough, strange, interesting, weird business that you are in.
It really is. So my thing is that I really believe that if you commit to something and you have dedication to it, you make that commitment, you get up every day and you work on it, and you also have to have dreams and visions. So if you have all of that, no matter what comes at you, whether it's a challenging market, or if there's a pandemic going on, whatever it is, if you have dreams and goals and visions and you write them down and you make a dream board and whatever it is that you do, that will get you through anything.
Amen.
Amen. Right. So that's how I do it.
I totally agree with you. Like if we're stay focused.
Stay focused. Exactly.
We don't have to let everything that's happening in the world around us change what we've decided to do.
100%. And it's funny that you say that, because I was thinking about that this morning. There are so many pieces to us. There's the internal world, there's the emotional, the spiritual, the physical, the chemical. Yeah. And then there's your external world. And you have to use all of those pieces to get through everything. So if your external world isn't encouraging you and helping you, you've got to use your mind and your brain and your friends to encourage you. So
I totally agree.
That's part of it.
We get to give to ourselves what we're not getting elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I totally believe that. Now, you have over 26 years of training, which quite frankly, I'm a little envious of. Because the way you talk about it, you have a lot of training that you've had in various different ways. What skill have you acquired, though, that is really, really fundamental to your daily practice and your daily routine today?
So the biggest skill that I have acquired is constantly growing, feeding my mind. And one of the ways I do that is through my morning routine. And I'm sure you've heard of the book, The Morning Routine, The Morning Ritual.
Oh, the Miracle Morning?
Miracle Morning, yes,
exactly. I haven't read it
yet. It's excellent.
I already have a Miracle Morning every day.
That's great. That's great.
But I will read it. It's on my list.
I did not have a Miracle Morning ever because I was a night owl.
Okay.
And it really is tough to run a business with people when everyone's sleeping. So I had to learn how to get myself up in the morning and how to find that inner energy. So my morning routine has been one of the greatest gifts that I've been able to find and give myself through learning all of these different avenues and these the training and skills that I've acquired.
Wow. Now, you also, whether it's sales, business, or mindset, you've been exposed to some of the really greatest experts out there. One of them is my favorite, Tony Robbins. He's one of my favorites. What do you love about him, and how has he influenced you to bring your best self to your clients?
Well, Tony Robbins was definitely the first motivational person that I was ever exposed to. I was young when I was exposed to him, maybe like 17, somewhere around there.
Me too, but I didn't even get into him until the last couple of years.
Oh, well, my father had his tape set. So I borrowed the tapes. It was like a 30-day program.
I love that your father had them.
Yeah. And by the way, he's a huge fan of yours. And huge fan. He's like, Nicole Berry. So he gave me those tapes. I still have them. I have them. They're tapes. And
cassette tapes. Can you still hear them, though?
Well, I think I
deteriorated.
No, they're in good condition. I did end up getting the DVDs after the CDs, whatever it was. But I listened to that when I was young over and over. First I did 30 days, then I would wait 30 days, then I'd do 30 more days. And I realized how powerful it was just to immerse yourself into this lifestyle. It's like mindset is everything. And that's where it started, really.
I bought his new book, Life Force.
Yes, I have it on my list.
I'm halfway through The Giant Within.
Oh, okay.
And it's a big read.
Yep. I've got all his books right in front of me, ready to go.
I know.
Locked and loaded.
So who are the other ones? Gary V. Tell me about Gary V.
He is also just amazing. Like Gary.
What's his real name? How do you?
Vaynerchuk. He's out of New York, and he's just amazing. I mean, literally, when you asked me what people inspire me, there are so many. I just couldn't begin to write them all.
Yeah, so we're knocking out a couple of your favorites here.
Exactly. I mean, he's just amazing. He's all about living. Just live your best life. Be who you are, and make it the best. And get up every day and just honor yourself, and not worry about what other people think about you.
Wasn't he doing things as a kid?
Oh, he started selling. He started selling things. He started going house to house. He's just amazing. To this day, I mean, he's like a multimillionaire. To this day, he still goes to yard sales, finds cool, fun things, and sells them on eBay. Because nothing is too little for him.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing to learn in life. Don't ever let anything be too small for you. If you enjoy doing something, do it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's such great advice.
Right?
I love that. I feel like I live that way. Now, what about Robert
Kiyosaki?
Okay, thank you.
He writes Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
He did.
Yes.
That's on my list too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
It is such a good book. He's written a few other books, and he's also on YouTube and does pods. What are they called?
On YouTube, he does what, the TikTok-y thing?
Well, he does like all the different. So I watch him, and I get all.
You're asking me.
I know.
I'm not the technical one.
I get. I just get so much. I love to get so I like to get information as far as my mind goes, as far as health goes, and as far as my money goes.
Yeah.
And
business, sales.
Business, sales, body, mind, health, soul, the whole thing. And he's just one of the guys that I started with. Again, I was 21 when I read his first book, and I was able to see a whole different light on what money is and what making a living is all about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, love this. So we do have to go to break. I want to share that one of the points of your ideal client is that they are dedicated to the process, which includes their contribution to the process. This is a collaboration when you're working with people to buy or sell their home. So on that note, you can find Dawn on Facebook at Dawn DeSario Realtor. You can also find her in the PowerfulWomenRise.com membership directory. I hope you stay with us. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed, the place to go and the place to be, right here on 95.9 WATD.
Are you getting the support you need to move your business forward? The perfect group for you might just be Powerful Women Rise. We are a motivational mastermind for women who are serious about transforming their businesses and missions. At each meeting, we educate ourselves on topics relevant to the entrepreneur today. And we gain incredible support from a team of professionals with diverse experiences and wisdom. So how do you want to be supported over the next 12 months? Visit PowerfulWomenRise.com to register or get started today.
Are you tracking your business progress? And do you have a plan that will lead you to your sales and profit goals this year? If you answered no to either of these questions, it's time to create your one-page business plan. Cynthia Riggs has been helping women move into success and profitability for over 35 years. And she helps you create your one-page business plan, a living, breathing document that grows your business with care and intention. Sign up for her one-page business plan webinar today at bizdiva.biz.
I have a dream and a door open. I turned to face the music. I was ready for the...
And we are back. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry, and my guest is Dawn DeSario, and she is a realtor with Keller Williams. I don't even know if we've mentioned that yet.
Yes, yeah, Keller Williams out of Norwell.
Out of Norwell. But the show is all about you. Mm-hmm. The show is all about you, and it's all about how you're ideal for someone that might be listening that will relate to you. And you are a self-proclaimed student in the school of life.
Yep.
I love how you say that, because I haven't heard that phrase in a really long time. And frankly, life is long. Life is not short.
No.
Life is long. Every day is long. Yeah. Every moment is long, especially when we're in the present moment.
Absolutely.
When we're just diving into the present moment. So people don't always see how great they are.
Right.
However, you do. So when did you realize that you had this gift of seeing other people's gifts and their values when they might not necessarily see it themselves?
I think I've always felt that way. When I read that question earlier, I thought, man, I can't think of a time that I didn't.
I love that.
Right. And I think we all struggle with self-esteem issues at some point in our life.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I did. And I could see all these people around me that I thought were so amazing, and they'd be saying that they didn't feel good about themselves, and it was shocking to me.
And you're like, what are you talking
right.
about?
And so I'd say, what? You're an amazing artist, or you're an amazing singer, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I noticed that it made them feel better. So that I never stopped doing that, and now I make sure I do it every day, because I think that if you see the greatness in someone else, namaste. If you see the light or the greatness in another human being, let them know. Share that with them.
But what you see in other people is what you see in yourself as well.
That's true.
Right?
That is right. A reflection of yourself.
Right? Yeah. So it's so great that you're constantly seeing positive, beautiful things.
That's true. Yeah.
That is key.
I think people are amazing. I really do. I think pretty much everyone I've ever met in my life has given me the gift of something.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. It may be just a gift of kindness, or, anything. Whoever they are, someone's left me with a gift.
What a blessing, and what a beautiful way to live and go through life. To walk through life knowing that everything is a gift.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Now, why do you have such a drive for continuing education? Like all this training you've received, like you just like, because there's nothing wrong with this, but I do not have a complete college education. Like I did like 2 years of night school and then I never finished it, and I've thought about going back, but I think that that's where my drive comes from, because I have that drive too.
Interesting.
Like I just feel like I don't want to just do it in college. I want to educate myself like every day. When I'm 95, I want to be learning something.
That's a great question. And I actually wrote out a different answer. I prepared for a different answer. But now that you said what you said, you brought light to of another answer to me. So what I would say is that when I was younger, I'm a very right-brained, artistic person. School, typical left-brain school, was very challenging for me. And it's not that I don't love learning. I love learning. I love expanding. And I didn't know how to do it with left brain, typical, first grade to 12th grade. So when you talk about the college thing, I did try the college thing as well, and it gave me just as many challenges. And it's not that I had a learning disability, I just learned differently.
Yeah.
So then I really had to advocate for myself and learn on my own terms and in my own way.
Yeah.
And that's when I started reading, and I started going to events like you were talking about, the Anthony Robbins event down in Florida, things like that. And I learned that you can learn about life differently and feel completely inspired. And I need to be inspired. I have to be inspired.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not inspired, what do I have to deliver to the rest of the world?
Yeah.
So when those books that I read, even if I just read a chapter, if I can walk away feeling great, I'm good for the day.
Yeah.
And that is where my motivation for daily growth and expansion comes from. I am a way better human being. And if I stop doing it, I feel it. So I don't think I need to necessarily learn everything between first and 12th grade, like algebra type of stuff, whatever. Yeah. But I do need to learn how to show up in the world. And I do need to learn how to inspire people, encourage people, and deliver the best person I am.
Well, may I say, you don't need to learn these things, because you just are remembering all of these things, because you have already learned all of this information.
Right.
And you also have a deep burning desire to serve your community. Like to serve.
I do.
Like and provide value and support. Where does that come from?
So I think that because I've been on the path of improvement, inspiration, whatever you call it.
I've been reading self-help books since I was in my 20s.
Right. Same.
Yeah.
So because I've been on that path for so long, I like you said, I'm remembering it. So because I'm remembering it, it's coming through me, and it's not like I have to pick up a book every morning and learn it. It's already there.
Yeah.
I feel that it's my duty to share that with the community, and whatever the community needs, whether it be an event put on, whether it be I really, really enjoy like what you enjoy doing. I really enjoy promoting local business people. I really think it's so important to do. Running a business is so difficult, and so much of it is a mind game. So I really, really love doing that, and that is one of the reasons why I like to get my fingers in deep into the community, because I feel like that I can help them and inspire them.
Now let's go to Realtor. What is the number one misconception about being a Realtor? And because there's misconceptions out there all over the place.
Okay,
there are misinterpretations and misconceptions and all kinds of things. And
what would you say a misconception is, just out of curiosity from your side?
Well, what I hear other people saying. Well, what do I hear people saying? I don't know what I hear people saying. I don't know what people are saying.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that
there's negativity about realtors
maybe
general.
It's a trust issue. The only thing I can think of, because I never had that experience. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't have that experience, and I didn't. So the question for me...
I've never had a bad experience either.
Right. So I had to try to figure out what you're looking for. So what I assume that some people may think about realtors, or maybe anyone in sales, is that they're just out for themselves.
That's it.
Could that be it? Okay.
That's it. It's a sales thing that they're all about me, and it's not.
Absolutely not. And I've got to tell you, I am surrounded by the most amazing realtors I've ever met. These people are all about helping other people. And I believe that when I'm with a buyer or a seller, that as long as I am being true to who I am, which is to serve, as long as I am being that, there's no question. The trust is there.
And I think it really goes down to the sales, because everyone thinks that a realtor is, because some people will try to put their house on the market on their own,
right?
Because they don't want to give the commission. Oh my God!
Right?
Do you have a job? Right,
exactly.
Are you making a salary?
Right, exactly.
We do have to go to break. Look at you. You want to go in the radio business?
Maybe that'll be my next thing.
So I agree, and I think that there's no shame in any human being earning a salary.
I agree.
However you're going to earn it.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yep. So on that note, you can find Dawn at Facebook, and you can find her at Dawn DeSario Realtor. You can also find her in the membership directory at powerfulwomenrise.com. I'm your host, Nicole Perry. You're listening to Powerful Women Revealed, the place to go and the place to be, right here on 95.9 WATD.
You know, my book is sprinkled with a few thoughts around anxiety and depression, and it's because food plays a huge part in our mental health. Now that we are emerging from COVID-19 and resuming our work lives as best we can, I decided to roll out a new campaign called Grow to Give to support the Plymouth County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Invest in yourself, your business, and your community at Powerful Women Rise as we grow to give together 10% of all membership dues to the Plymouth County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Claim your business in one of our teams today by visiting powerfulwomenrise.com and click Get Started.
Can you say that you truly love your diet? And can you say it with confidence this time next year? Nicole Perry can. And it's not because she lost about 25 pounds. Nicole loves her diet because it's easy to follow. What she eats is delicious, and how she eats is completely sustainable. You can retrain your brain too, just like Nicole did. Her book, I Am on a Love Diet, is available on Amazon now, along with the companion journal. Or get your copy today by visiting ilovemydiet.com.
I think it's safe to say we're on to better days. Can you relate?
And we are back. You are listening to Powerful Women Revealed. I'm your host, Nicole Perry. It feels so good to be here with a guest. Can I just tell you? And you're an amazing guest.
Oh, thank you.
And so we went out to break, and we were talking about some of the misconceptions. And I think we hit the nail on the head. I think it has to do with sales. It's not about realtors. There are some people that just don't have a good experience, but that's just life.
Right. I agree.
You can't just lump all realtors into one bucket.
No way.
You can't.
Nope.
You can't. I know a lot of realtors and a lot of really good ones.
Yeah. Good people.
So when does the flexibility of being a realtor, how does that support you in your life, or when does it come into play?
Well, I think the flexibility, it's one of the reasons why I was drawn to this industry, because I believe that we're, for the most part, here on this planet having a life experience for 100 years or less. I mean, that's just typical.
118 for me.
118, there you go. I like that. So 120 or less. And I just feel like we can't just buy into what we're told every day. We can't just buy into the 9 to 5, the rat race, the getting in the car and sitting in traffic for an hour in the morning and an hour at night. I did that when I was younger, and very quickly realized it wasn't feeding my soul. I felt like, oh my gosh, my alarm's going off, I'm getting up, I'm going into the office. I didn't feel like I was contributing anything to life.
So for some people it works.
Right.
Because maybe they're left brain.
Absolutely. For some people it works, and we need everybody. We need everybody.
Yep.
For me personally, it didn't work for me. Also, I was a night owl, so getting up early was tough. I'm getting better at that. But, so for me, being a real estate agent, the flexibility of making my own schedule, basically an entrepreneur, a business owner.
Yeah.
That I'm drawn to that. And the reason why is because I do believe that you design your own life that way.
Yeah. I've been designing my life for several years
How
now.
do you feel about it? Do you love that?
I love it.
Exactly.
I love how I'm I mean, it's not perfect.
Right. It shouldn't be.
It's not perfect, and there are ways in which I'm always fine-tuning. Like, always fine-tuning what my daily routine life looks like. And it's not ever going to be the same or perfect. I don't know. Some people think to strive that way.
No, I don't think so, because if you look at nature, I take a lot of what I do in my life, I look at nature, because it's really a raw version of who we are. And I'm like, nothing in nature is perfect. There are no straight lines in nature.
Yeah.
We weave around.
And frankly, like, if you think about all of the different things that are happening to the world, like how the environment, so the green, trying to be green and work on the planet. The things that are happening shift. My backyard is shifting, and we're getting like areas where the land is shifting and dipping. I feel like my personal life is doing the same thing.
So it never stays the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all growing and changing.
Exactly.
All right. So it is a fiercely competitive market. How have you been able to close on 100% of your buyers in both 2020 and 2021? And what does that mean? What does that mean to the average listener?
So, as far as closing on 100%, the only buyers that I wasn't able to close on in this very, like you said, fiercely competitive market are the people who were renting and had to kind of re-up their lease. But other than that, I was able to close. to close. And I went into this tough time with the attitude of, it is going to happen. I will do whatever I need to do within, the rules, stay within the rules. I will do whatever I need to do to get them their home, because this is a big decision for people. This is their life. I am helping them with their life. I do not take that lightly. So one of the ways I'm able to do it is that I keep myself highly trained. Every day I train more, and I learn more, and I find out, I keep my finger on the pulse of the market in this industry, and I figure out different ways and strategies to submit offers or whatever it is that I need to do. I figure it out. And that is how I've been able to kind of keep myself in front of the game.
Now, you hold a high honor of placing number 3 in transactions and number 5 in sales. What's the difference between transactions and sales?
Like number of transactions versus sales amount.
Oh, okay. Okay, number 3 and number 5. How did that achievement feel? And what does that say about you and your profession?
Well,
like you're top notch.
Right.
You're a highly sought after realtor. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I do wake up every morning and I strive to be better than I was the day before. So when I saw those numbers, I was very excited and very proud of myself, because I really didn't know. I didn't know where I was going to kind of land that year. And it's helped me that when you achieve something and you work really hard and you can look back at yourself and be proud, it motivates you and inspires you to do better.
Yeah.
So that's what it did. I was like, oh, well, if I can do that, I can do this.
Yeah.
So that is what it has done for me. It makes me work harder. I want to work harder. I want to be better. I want to learn more. That's what it does. Failure doesn't motivate you. Success does.
Failure's good, though, too.
Right.
We want to fail. We want to trip. We want to fall.
Right.
So
but if I worked a whole year and then I was like, oh, I really didn't do a good job, I might be like, well, maybe I'm not in the right industry. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm not cut out for this.
Maybe I'm not as good as I thought. No.
All right. So we talk about in our Powerful Women Rise group a lot about the ideal client and who's ideal for us. Who are you ideal for? Flipping the stage there.
Who am I ideal for? I am ideal for, I love working with buyers and sellers and investors. So those are just kind of like what they're looking for. But the people I'm ideal for anybody who wants to learn the process as they go, wants to...
I love that.
Yeah, I love teaching. My mother was a teacher at Marshfield High School.
Yeah.
I have it in my blood. She used to always say you should be a teacher. So I teach as I go, and I want them to understand that I want them to know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you. That's like me as a mother.
Yeah.
I teach my children what I'm doing and why I'm doing it so that they understand, so that I'm not just like my way or the highway.
That's right. And half the time I'm thinking now half the time I close on a deal, I look and I say, well, you could probably be a realtor now because I've taught you everything I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do. I teach as I go.
That is hilarious. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Oh.
What a gift to give your clients.
Yeah.
Because if you're keeping them in the loop and giving them all of this valuable information, you're helping them to make better decisions.
Absolutely. Because I want them to make the decision, not me. It's their decision. Always.
I love it.
Always.
Love it. Yeah. All right, on that note, let's go to break. We have one more segment. You can find Dawn on Facebook at Dawn DeSario Realtor. You can also find her in the PowerfulWomenRise.com membership directory. I'm your host, Nicole Perry. You're listening to Powerful Women Revealed, the place to go and the place to be, right here on 95.9 WATD.
Hi, I'm Michelle Werdeman, and I help people create their dream life by asking powerful questions, better questions, through mind, balance, and wellness living. You'll get clear about what you really want by achieving emotional freedom and strengthening your relationships. Through my foundational coaching and 19-year certified financial planning background, I guide you through your circumstances, thoughts, and feelings and show you how to take actions that give you the results you want. Contact me today at mbwliving.com to schedule your free 30-minute discovery call.
Everyone has a story, and Herself 360 is the place to share that story. Herself 360 is an online media magazine platform, a supportive place for women everywhere to connect through stories. It's a community of women with shared experiences to encompass, engage, and support one another at different places in their lives. They always welcome women to engage within their membership and participate within their non-traditional advertising. Memberships start at $25 and include monthly ads in the magazine from member events. Go to herself360.com to find out more.
And we are back. You're listening to Powerful Women Revealed. We have one final segment with my guest, Dawn DeSario. And over the break, we were talking about why are you ideal for clients and what you actually would want them to ask you if they do call you on the phone. And oh my God, you're such a straight shooter. So I feel like anything they would ask you, you would really just give them a real answer.
That is very true. I didn't think about it that way. Right. I was trying to think about, what do I want them to ask me? Really?
Well,
ask me
honestly,
anything.
the song, Straight On. And as I was listening to the song, I'm like, if anybody calls you, you would really give them a real answer. And that's part of this whole collaboration. This is why it's a collaboration. You and I here today, this is a collaboration. Everything that is to do with being a realtor and working with clients is a collaboration. And which is why it's important that they are flexible and open-minded about what's out there and that they're honest about what they're willing to accept.
Absolutely.
Because if this is your final home, your first home, your midlife home, your final home, whatever it is, it's such a huge asset. And you want to make the best decision possible, but you got to be honest.
100%. I totally agree with you. I always say to my buyers or sellers, you know, we're in this together, and I'm going to chat with you about absolutely everything. I will not make any decisions for you. I'm here to coach you, give you the best information, but in the end, it is your choice. And I love that you said the straight shooter thing because I never thought about it this way. I will tell you, I have spoken to some clients and they've been, say, pre-approved for a certain amount of money. And when I've gone deeper with them, I've realized I've said to them, listen, that probably you're not going to have dinners out. You're going to be house poor type of thing. Let's reel it in a little bit. Unless that's the lifestyle you want, let's reel it in a little bit, because not only do I want them to have a beautiful home, but I want them to have a beautiful life as well.
Yeah, I love this. I've experienced the house poor.
Yeah, it's horrible, right?
I had a 5 to 1 year arm.
Oh, God. I mean, who wants that? Who wants the house that they can't go to dinner?
Our mortgage almost doubled.
No.
Like, it was crazy. And we lived through it.
Yeah. Yes, right.
Like
you will live through it.
We just never took our children to Disney or went anywhere.
So that's part of my coaching. So not only am I a realtor, but I consider myself, I'm life coaching them.
Yeah.
So I'm just a part of the piece of the puzzle. And I do not want I adore my clients. I consider them family.
Yeah.
At the end of the transaction, I consider them all family. And I do not want any of my people to be in a situation where they can't feel like they can call me and ask me for advice, because I want them to trust me forever.
So they do love you.
Well, I love them, so hopefully they love me.
What do your clients say about you after this biggest transaction is complete?
Well, I've gotten many.
I'm sure they tell you they love you through the whole process.
Right. I think the best thing that I can ever hear from somebody, it's not even the words. It's maybe like a huge hug and a thank you, because we've worked together on this, we've partnered up on it, and now they're ready for the journey. The next journey in their life.
Yeah.
And then I get to be friends with them on Facebook, and I get to see their pictures in their new house if they're renovating, or their kids jumping up and down on the furniture in the living room. That's what we envisioned was going to happen. So the best thing that they can do...
Oh, you just gave me goosebumps.
The best thing that they can do is just enjoy their life. That's actually the best thank you. So it's not what they say to me, it's how they live their life after.
Yeah. What a great answer.
Well, thanks.
We are almost out of time. So your ideal client also is they trust in you and have faith in the collaboration.
Right.
And they have a positive mindset about life in general.
Right. Yeah, because if you go into this, it's such a big journey to go into this.
It's a roller coaster world.
It really is. So, if they can go into it with an open mind and realize that I will take care of them, I will take care of my clients. And if they can trust in me and have that positive attitude and that trust in me, it's going to end very well for them.
So. I love it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for having me.
And the easiest way to find you is Facebook, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And the membership directory. So Facebook at Dawn DeSario Realtor, membership directory at powerfulwomenrise.com. I want to leave you with this final quote. This is a really great quote by Will Rogers, who's an actor who I'm guessing he's an older actor. I don't think he's any long. I don't know. I tried to look him up on Wikipedia and I saw a really young face and an older face, and I'm like, maybe there's two.
That picture.
Maybe there's two. I don't know. But this is Will Rogers. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait.
Love it.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, it's great.
It's perfect. I want to thank you so much for listening and joining me to help end systemic racism by educating ourselves, shifting the language inside our homes, and for caring about every fellow human being that walks this earth, and by being an ally. I hope you will tune in next Sunday after the news at noon. Until then, I'm your host, Nicole Perry. Have a great week. And remember, knowledge is power, and it's what you do with that knowledge that matters.